Hello everyone, I'm Akshay Kamble and we are starting today this Power BI dashboard training. Today we'll be learning everything in detail. We are starting from very scratch, that is understanding the data set, and then at the end of the day we'll be creating a proper report in Power BI desktop. If we have time, we'll definitely convert the report in dashboard. If not, if we didn't have a proper time, then at least we'll create a proper report, okay, in Power BI. So talking about me, my name is Akshay Kamble. You already know me. I have around 22,000 followers on LinkedIn. You can anytime come to LinkedIn and follow me. This is my profile. Other than that, I have an experience of 6 years, and I think I'll not explain everything over here. I'll not talk about me, just giving a short idea for the newcomers who know me for the first time, that am I the right person to teach you or not. Right, so this is about me. This is my website akshaykamble.com. You can visit anytime and you can have a little research about me, and if you think I'm good enough to teach you, then let's start the training. So our training starts with the data set, and the data set I'll be sharing it definitely. We'll be doing the dashboard at this, we'll be creating the dashboard at the same time. So this is the data set. So this data set belongs to e-commerce data, okay, and let's try to understand the data. So here we have order date. Order date of there is it's an e-commerce data set. So there is one XYZ company. Let's name the company, maybe let's say Myntra. Okay, we are creating the dashboard for Myntra. So let's say Myntra is Myntra is Myntra ka data set. We have a Myntra's data set, and they wanted me to create a proper report for them. So their data set belongs to this. So they have a order date. The first column belongs to order date. Second column is order ID. Then we have a delivery date, when the product got delivered, when the product got ordered. So we can say the product got ordered on the 31st of May 2020, but it got delivered on 4th of June, that is 2020. So it got delivered in within 4 days, right? Then we have a customer ID, customer age, the gender of the customer. Then we have the location from where they are purchasing the product, their zone IDs. Then we have a delivery type. What was the delivery? So we have approximately 3 deliveries: express, shipped from abroad, and shipped standard delivery, right? So I'm not sure Myntra shipped from abroad or not, just giving a name of any XYZ company, so don't judge me for that. Then we have a product category. So I think we have around 4 or 5 categories: electronics, fashion, health and beauty, home and office, and phones and tablets. Okay, I think we need to change the name of company because Myntra does not work in electronics. Okay. Then we have a subcategory. In subcategory we have a lot of different under categories like beauty and personal care, boys fashion, digital camera, fragrance, etc, etc. Then we have products. What is the product name? Then we have the unit price. Unit price means one particular price of a price of one particular product. Okay, that is what unit price is. Then we have a shipping fee. Then we have the order quantity, how many orders have been purchased. We have a sale price. This is a cost price and this is a sale price. Okay, it is also unit sale price, one particular product selling price. Then we have a order status, like what happened to the order. It got delivered or it got returned. So that is what we have. And after that we have reason. If the product got returned, what was the reason to return the product? Right, it was on-site dispatch mismatch, product not fitting expectation, delivery wrong item, etc, etc. Then we have a rating. So obviously the product which got returned have a least rating, that is 2, 1, etc, etc, and the product which got delivered have a proper rating. Also there are products which got returned have a 1 rating also, because they didn't like the product, right? So that is what that means must be the case. So we have ratings starting from 1 to 5. 5 is the highest rating and 1 is the least rating. Any doubt in this data set?
No.
Okay,
No,
I'll share
sir.
the data set in the chat.
No, sir.
I hope you guys can download the data set from chat. Yes, I'm sharing, Nikhil. So this is the data set. Just a minute, where it is. So what should we name the company by the way? What do you think?
Amazon.
Amazon? ठीक है चलेगा. We'll name the company as Amazon. Because yeah, Amazon deal with electronics and all those stuff. So let's name it Amazon. Did you receive it? Can you check your chat box? Have you guys received the thing?
Yeah, Akshay, got it.
Okay, perfect. Let's go ahead. So let's start. How to start? We'll start with the process. So I'll go through the process which I usually teach to my students. So we don't have time to go through the entire theory part, but I'll just quickly give you a glance about the process which we discuss. So these are the topics which I usually teach to my students. Like we start from very basic, like what is data, what do you mean by data, what is table, etc., etc. What are the different types of table, what is BI tools, ETL tools, all the stuff. We go from very basic, but today will not start from there. Let's start from the process or the flow of Power BI. This flow is exclusive to me. Actually, this flow is created by me, so you will not find this flow anywhere on internet. So I'm not sure that this how what I say how good the flow is, or how much you can relate to this flow. But I can say I'm using this flow from last 6 years, and you guys can definitely use this. I teach this flow to my students, and they are also getting the result from this. Just a minute, I'm finding my pen. Where it is? Sorry for that. Yeah, so this is a flow which I have created with by using my experience. As per me, I think whenever I create any report, I use this flow only. So you can also use this flow. I'll not recommend to share this flow to the interviewer, etc., etc., because they will not understand, because this is not available anywhere on internet. For the first time, I think it will go live. So what I did is I converted my 5 steps into 12 steps. So do anyone know what are the different 5 steps? So anyone
Yes,
know
Yes,
what
sir.
are
sir.
the
Yes,
five
sir.
steps in Power BI, or what are the 5 steps in any BI tool?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes, we know, sir.
can you guys tell me what are the different steps?
Sir, first is need,
Very good. First is need, then
then collecting, sir.
collecting the
Collecting.
data. What collecting? Collecting the data, right?
But,
After
right.
that, what is the next step?
Then analyzing, analyze the
Analyzing the
data.
data.
Yes.
After that,
Then visualize.
Visualize.
visualizing the
Visualization.
data. And
Then,
after
sir,
that,
decision making process or
Decision.
sharing.
sharing the report, or
Sharing.
sharing your
Sharing.
visual, or sharing your dashboard, whatever it is, right? So these are the five
Yes,
steps
sir.
in all the BI tools. So if anyone asks you in any interview what are the different steps available in Power BI, or what are the different steps in Tableau, or what are the different steps in ClickView, Spotify, etc., etc., you need to always say these things, right? So there are 5 steps. First step is finding the need, collecting the data, analyzing the data, visualizing the data, and sharing your dashboard.
These
Which
5 steps are in also in Tableau or in
Yeah,
another BI
everywhere
tool.
in all the BI tools, these 5 steps are there.
Same,
Same
totally
five
same.
steps. So these are the
Yes.
5 steps which are common for each and every BI tool. Okay, so topic is 5 steps of BI tools. So it is same for each and every BI tool, because all the BI tools do the same thing, right? It gives the same. It works with the same thing, that is data, and create a report for you. So this 5 steps is you can say this 5 steps, or you can apply this 5 steps anywhere on any BI tool. But what I did is, as per my experience, I divided this 5 steps into 12 steps. I converted this 5 steps into 12 steps, and so that it is more elaborative, and so that if you don't know what is Power BI, if you don't know how to create dashboard, if you just follow these 12 steps one by one without any hesitation or without any doubt, you can achieve the output what you're looking for. Okay, so let's quickly discuss this 12 steps. I'll not go in very deep, which I usually teach to my students, because we wanted to complete the dashboard in 1.5 hours. But still, I'll go through in what do you say? I'll give you an overview of these 12 steps. The first step starts with study the data. Where you need to study the data, this first steps always works in the database. So wherever your data is stored, maybe it is stored in Excel, CSV, SQL, right, Azure, wherever your data is stored, you need to open that data base. You need to open that thing. Like suppose the data is stored in Excel, we'll open the Excel file first. Okay, so let's start with that. Why we do study the data? Basically, can anyone tell me what is the need of studying the data? What do you think?
So that we
Uh,
can find out whether the data which the company has provided and the requirement is matching.
Oh, correct. We so that we can understand the requirement in the data set. Okay. So that we can go through with the process properly. So the first step is study the data. In study the data, we need to find few stuffs, like we need to find what is the data, where the data is stored, to whom we are creating this report, and why we are doing
Which
this.
domain?
Right, so we need to ask these 4 questions. What is the data? So when you ask what is the data, the person or the client will explain you the data set. Right, when you ask where the data is stored, they will tell you the data is stored in a SQL, data is stored in Azure, data is stored in XYZ place. So you will understand that whether you know this data source or not. If you know the data source, then the connection will be very smoother. If you don't know the data source, at least you have time to understand how to connect the data source. Suppose they say data is stored in Azure, you don't know how to connect Azure with Power BI, right? But at least till the time you get the project, you will study or you will do some research on YouTube or any different places, that how to connect your Azure file in Power BI, basically something like that. That is why we should know where the data is stored. Next is whom we are creating this report, because the decision maker, we need to know who's the decision maker of the report. Suppose they say we are creating this report for the CEO. So if we are creating this report for the CEO, we should not, that means what, we are not required to create a detailed report. We should create only a basic report. Like what? Because CEO does not care about the in-depth information of the company. Or suppose we are creating this report for the founder or investor of the company, so they only need basic summary of the business, like what is the profit, what was the loss, right? What is the revenue, when we are getting when the revenue is going to hit the target, etc., etc. So they require an overview of the business, everything thoda. They require everything in little in not depth. They want everything in summary, we can say. But suppose we are creating the report for the country manager, right? So for the country manager, we want to create everything in detail. What is the business of that particular branch? How many employees are working in that particular branch? How many employees are taking leaves, right? Kitna employees are working properly? Resignation kabhi tha unka, right? We need to create a proper employee ka page. Then we need to create a proper product ka page. How many products got written? How many product was faulty, etc., etc. Right? What is the apna jo unka warehouse hai? What is the limit of the warehouse? How many products are stored there, etc., etc. They want to create a separate page for customer as well, right? So whom to create the report, change the entire perspective of the report, change the requirement and everything of the report. And the last step is why we are doing this. It is very important why we are doing this. If you know the why, you can find the solution, you can create whatever you want. But suppose you don't know the why, then doing anything will be next to impossible. Why means what? Suppose they say we are creating this report because last year हमें नुकसान हुआ था, last year हमें loss हुआ था, that's the reason we are creating a proper report, so next year will not suffer the loss. So that means what? They are more interested in profit and loss. Are you getting this? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So this will help you to understand what exactly they are interested to see, right? Just a minute, I'll put my charger. Are you understanding this? What is the need of studying the data?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's study
Yes,
the
sir.
data now. So I'm opening the file. Can you see the file? The e-commerce data
Hello,
set?
sir. Hello, sir.
Yes,
Can you
sir.
again?
Okay.
Hello,
So,
sir. Can you
yes.
again share the data set, sir? Please,
Sorry?
sir. Sir, again, sir, share the data set, sir. Please, sir. E-commerce data.
Can you guys share him on chat again? Yeah, so someone will be sharing you. Okay, so let's understand the data set. So we have this data set have a lot of columns. So first column is order date. That means यहाँ पे
done, sir.
product का order है. Then we have order ID. Then we have delivery date. So we have already understood the data. So from here we need to understand that what exactly we can create. We don't have any requirement. If we have a requirement, then things become very easy. But if we don't have requirement, then we need to understand what exactly we can do. So let's say the data, what means, what is the data? It means e-commerce data is this. Where the data is stored? Data is stored in Excel, right? Whom we are creating this? Let's say we are creating this for the manager, Okay, we are creating this report for the manager. And next one is why we are doing this, because they are interested to know their overview of the business. Okay, so we understood this. So अभी हम लोग क्या कर सकते हैं? We have order ID. So I think we can create something with respect to order ID. We have order date and we have delivery date. So we can show how many products we are selling on order date, और या फिर order date से कितना order हुआ है, और delivery date से how many delivery has been done. Right? We can show something related to customer. We have a age. So we can say we can show something like how many products have been purchased by different age group. Right? We can also show something because we have a gender, so we can also show something like what is the revenue we are getting from male and what is the revenue we are getting from female. We also have a location, so we can create some map or something like that. And then we have zone. I'm not sure what we can do from zone. Then we have a delivery type. So here we can show something like products deliver from which segment, right? Express delivery kitna hua, normal delivery what was happening, abroad how much deliver has been done, etc, etc. Then we can show revenue by product category, by subcategory, by product. And we also have something like unit price, shipping fee, order quantity, so we can calculate the revenue, we can calculate the profit from here. Then we have a status. We can find out that product, what is the status of the product, whether the product got delivered or returned, and if it is returned, what is the reason behind it, and what is the overall rating. So this is something which we can create by this dataset. Dataset looks simple, but it is quite huge. So there are a lot of things to create on it. Okay, let's start creating something. So first step, समझा सभी को? So
Yes,
this is the first
sir.
step.
Yes, sir.
So now
Yes, sir.
we need to go to second step. What is second step?
Collection data.
Yeah, extract. Extract means what? Collecting the data. So
Collecting
here
the
we'll
data
collect the
from
data. So now
multiple
how to collect
sources,
the data? We want to collect the data into Power BI because we are creating a Power BI report. So let's open your Power BI file. Okay, mistakenly I create open two files. So now let's try to know which is the data set. It is e-commerce or CSV file. It is what? Where is the data set? Data set is here, B2B. And to know whether it is a CSV file or Excel file, what we'll do is we'll go to view, and inside view we'll make it details. So in details you can see it is a Microsoft Excel worksheet. That means it's an Excel file. It is not a CSV file. Okay, are you
Yes, sir,
understanding,
yes,
guys?
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, so what should we do? We should go to Power BI. I'll close this. This is a Power BI. So we'll go to get data. Can you see this get data?
Yes, sir. Yes.
This is a Power
Yes,
BI
sir.
desktop. I'll not explain the features of Power BI desktop. Okay, because we don't have time enough for it. But we have this get data in Power BI desktop. Get data means extract. Okay, so I'll click on get data, and if you click on get data, the complete data source will open. So these are the different data sources where Power BI can connect. So few people say it is more than 200 data sources. I never counted it. If you have time, you guys can count it and let me know. But they say there are approximately 200 data sets by which Power BI can connect. So you can see Excel is there, CSV is there. Then we have a JSON folder, SQL server, we have SharePoint. We have a lot of different data sets to which we can connect. Let's say our data set is Excel, so I'll just double click on Excel. So this thing will get open. So now it is asking us to bring the data set inside Power BI. So open the folder wherever your data is stored. I'll click on this e-commerce data because this is the data which I want to bring. Hit enter, and now it will show a preview. So when you open the data set, when you study the data set, that time you must have understood how many sheets we have, how many tables we have. What do you guys think? How many tables we were having in the e-commerce data set?
One.
Two tables.
No, there was only one table. You have not understood the data properly.
Yes,
You have not
yes.
studied
One
the data.
table, sir.
There is only one
Sir,
table.
one table.
And that one table is this one. You can see order date, order ID, delivery date, etc, etc. So this is a preview which you can see. But whenever you connect Excel, Excel divides the data into two types. One is your table and second one is your sheet. So this one which you can see, there is a blue color ka line at the top, blue color thing at the top, that is called table. And if you observe it carefully, I can't zoom it, but if you can zoom it and see it, there is a two lines or two things at the bottom of this table. This is called sheet. So Excel divides the table into two parts. One is table and second one is sheet. So we should always connect table, not sheet. Both are one and the same. You can see the data is exactly same in sheet and table, but you should always go for table. That is what I do. Okay. Yes, a Q there, right? That is Excel. Excel divides the table into data and sheet. That's why it is showing both table and sheet. But you should always pick table. Okay, I'm picking the table. Now, what is your third step?
Transform.
The third step is transform. Transform means what? Transform is
Formatted data clean.
cleaning the data. Correct. So what I need to do is, because I have collected the data, and the data which I have collected now is a raw data. I have this raw data. So if I try to create any visual by using this raw data, I'll get incorrect result. I'll get error, right? So what I'll recommend everyone is, instead of using the raw data, clean the data first. So when you clean the data, you will not have the errors, you will not have incorrect stuff inside it. So that's the reason we transform it. And all this process, this ETL, this is called ETL, extract, transform, load. This process is done inside Power Query. So whenever I click on transform button, I'll directly jump to Power Query. Let's see how we go to Power Query. Where is my Power BI? Yeah, this is my Power BI. So I'll select the data. Now it is having a load and transform ka option. But our third step is transform data. So I'll click on transform data, and you can see Power Query editor will open up. Can you see this, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This is called Power Query editor. I'll just minimize it. This is our Power Query editor. Okay. So Power BI Desktop is different, Power Query editor is different. Few people get confused between these two. No, they are different stuff. Power BI Desktop is used for creating a report. Power Query is used to clean the data. Both are different things. Power Query is an ETL tool where you clean stuff. Your Power Query might be looking like this. Okay, so always come to your view tab. Always come to your view tab and turn this column quality and column distribution on. What is the reason of this? I don't have enough time to explain, but it shows in-depth information of a selected column. So basically it shows what is the valid entry in the data set, right? How many errors we have in this column, what is the empty records in the column, right? What is the number of distinct data, what is the number of unique data in this column. So it makes things easier to understand whether whether our data is having any error, or whether how many empty records we have. Suppose if it says 100% data is empty, it means what? That entire column is empty, right? So what should we do with that column?
Delete that column.
Correct, we should delete that column because that column is empty. So by using this column distribution and column quality, you will be aware that is the particular column which we have is useful for us or not. Okay, or what transformation we should do with that XYZ column. So that is what column quality and column distribution does. So always go to view and turn this on. There are a lot of stuffs over here, but we'll discuss about them afterwards, maybe some other time. Let's go to home tab, and inside home tabs we have a lot of different options. Let's try to clean the data now. Okay, how to clean the data? First of all, I'll name this table. I don't want table 1. I'll rename it as maybe e-commerce. Well, that's it, only e-commerce, that's it. And we only have one table, so there is no need of defining the table, whether it is a dimension table or fact table. If you have more than 2 tables, then it is okay to define it as dimension table or fact table, but for one table we're not defining it. I'm going to the next step. Let's try to see whether we have any empty columns or not. So I'm going to the right hand side of the table, and luckily we don't have any empty columns. Nice. Now let's try to clean it. So the first step of cleaning is remove the empty columns. Second step of cleaning the data is you should change the data types. I hope you guys are already aware of data types, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's try to clean the data types. Actually, I think I'm opening on the wrong camera. Just a minute. I have not put the other camera. Okay. Okay, I guess now you guys can see me properly.
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes, sir.
yeah, so coming back to the topic, I was explaining about the data types. Let's define the data types of every column. So how to define the data types? Select the column, and at the left hand side, at the top left hand side of the corner, we have this icon. Click on this icon. We have different data types. You need to select the data type which it belongs to. So this is the date column, right? You can see 31st of May 2020. So let's define the date. So we'll click on it. Power BI is so smart that it has already defined the data type. You can see the applied steps are there, and in the applied step, the last step is defining the data type. If it is not defined, the data type, the table will look like this: ABC123, ABC123, ABC123. So you should always define the data type. So it is already defined. So I'll not redefine it again. I'll just cross check whether everything is correct or not. So order date is table, it's number, correct. It is date, it is number, then it's number, then it is text, then it is text. Subcategory is also text, product is also text. It is number, correct. Shipping fee is number, order quantity is number, sale price is number, status is text, reason is also text, and rating is number. Okay, perfect. So there is no need of defining the table. If you guys are aware of the topic normalization and denormalization, are you guys aware of this? Normalization and denormalization.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So there are 19 columns, and if you see the columns properly, so it is order date se leke we have order date, order ID, and delivery date. So this is about order, and here you can see customer details, customer ID, customer age, customer gender, and customer location, right? So these are the few details we have. Then we have a product details, product category, subcategory, product name, unit price, shipping fee, etc., order quantity. So if you are aware of the topic of normalization and denormalization, you can normalize this table if you want. You can convert this one table into three tables. One will be order table, second will be product table, and third will be customer table. I will not be doing that now. It is not compulsory to do it. But if you have like lot of columns, like in this case we have 19 columns, you can see over here. So when you have lot of columns, you should always normalize the table, right? So I'll not do it because we don't have much time. It is optional topic, but if you have like take columns like 20, 25, then I'll recommend to normalize it. But for 19 columns, I'll not do it. But if you are practicing this, and if you are my students, if you are my previous student, and if you know this Power BI, if you know normalization and denormalization, I want you to normalize it, okay? Not now, you can do it afterwards. But I'll not normalize it. I'll directly save this file. So we are done with all the cleaning stuff in Power Query. In reason, you can see there is some empty thing. 75% data is empty. Why? Because not all the product got written, right? The products which got written, only ka sif reason we have. So that's why I'm not deleting this column. So I'm happy with all the stuff. So I'm not doing normalization. I'm not doing all these things. So there is no need of doing anything. So I'll just do close and apply, and once we do close and apply, the table, the data will get saved inside Power BI Desktop. So the fourth step is what? Fourth step is loading. Can you see this? The data is getting loaded. So whatever changes we did in Power Query are getting saved inside Power BI Desktop. And there are 1,13,000 rows we can see. You can go to, these are the three views in Power BI. The first view is called reporting view, where we build the report. Then we have a second view where we can see the table. And then there is a third view, which is a modeling view, where we set up the relationship between it. Okay. So now in table view, it is not Power Query. Few people confuse this with Power Query. This is not Power Query. This is a table view. It is only for viewing purpose, where you can just see the data and then you can go back to report and build the report. If you want to go to Power Query, then you have to click on this transform data, and then Power Query editor will come up. These two are separating. Power Query is for cleaning, table view is for viewing purpose. That's it. I hope there is no doubt.
Yes, sir, no doubt.
Yeah, so we have done with the fourth step, that is load. And
Sir.
now,
No.
yes, Nikhil.
Sir, when we have null value, then we will change into blank. No.
No, it will automatically get changed. There is no reason of changing it to blank.
Okay.
Okay, so what happens in load? When you load the data, your save file or save data, or what happens is when we have a data, that is we have a raw data, when we clean it, then at the end of the day we have a clean data, or we can say structured data. In Power Query, we convert the unstructured data into structured data. So now we want to save the structured data into Power BI. So load means saving the data inside Power BI desktop. So once you click on the load button, we will go to your tables will get saved inside Power BI desktop, and this is Power BI desktop. And remaining 9 steps or remaining 5 steps we can do in Power BI desktop. So the first step we are doing in Power BI desktop is data modeling. What do you mean by data modeling? Can anyone tell me?
Create relationship between
in primary key and foreign key, and then after we create relationship.
Yeah, so first of all we need to find the primary key and foreign key. Suppose this is a primary key, this is a foreign key, this is a dimension table, and this is a fact table. So we'll create a relationship between dimension table and fact table, that is primary key to foreign key. Why we do this?
To making a relation between. Because if we did not connect these tables or did not create a relationship between these tables, then we cannot make chats between these tables.
Correct. If you don't have a relationship, then we can't create a proper visuals out of it, right? So that's the reason we should always do the data modeling before creating the visual. But unfortunately, we only have one table, and there is no need of creating visual relationship of one table. But don't worry, I'll teach you this topic. After data modeling, we should do rough visual. This no one teach you. People avoid these 2 steps. They directly jump from data modeling to report building, but that is not correct. If you have a rough visual ready, then creating a report will be much easier. So suppose in the first step, in the step 1, you study the data, you understood the requirement, and let's say the requirement were create total cost price, create total revenue, then create total orders, then they ask create total profit, etc, etc. And we have these 3 columns available in Power BI, in our data set. So we created proper visual for this three requirement. Total cost price bhi ho gaya, total revenue bhi ho gaya, total order bhi ho gaya. But I don't have total profit ke liye anything in the table. So I can't create total profit, right? So suppose if you don't create a rough visual and if you directly start building your report, you will stuck somewhere over here and you will not know how to create your profit ka column. And if you don't know how to create your profit, then you will stuck somewhere and you will not able to achieve the requirement and your timeline will get increased. So I always recommend everyone, first create your rough visual. When you create a rough visual, you will understand which are the things are achievable and which are the things are not achievable. So you'll understand this is achievable, this is achievable, this is achievable, and this is something which is not achievable. So what you will do is you will note down the things which you can't create inside Power BI desktop, okay? And then for those particular thing you will write DAX, the topic which people hate, right? The topic which people are scared of, that is DAX. What is DAX? Can anyone tell me?
Data analysis expression.
Okay, yeah, correct. Data. I'm not asking for the full form. I've taught you in this class. Whenever I ask you anything,
DAX is
never
similar
ever
to the functions and formulas of advanced Excel. By writing DAX, you get the output will exact output and correct output. And nearly 400 plus DAX functions in Power BI. But we use the most commonly DAX functions like aggregate function, iterative function, and time intelligence function, date function, text function. These are the DAX functions.
So DAX are predefined list of functions by using which we can generate the desired output.
Okay, correct. Okay, so talking about that, so whenever I teach to my students, I always recommend them never say the full form. because interviewers hate this full form stuff. But yeah, whenever anyone asks what is DAX, you can say ekdam common, ekdam simple definition bolo, so it is like not a bookish definition. I'm just saying something which makes sense, that if you wanted to get a desired output, and if you don't have that particular thing, you can write a formula, and by using that formula you can derive your desired output, right? Like in this case, I want to calculate total profit, but I don't know the formula, sorry, I don't have the total profit ka column. So what I'll do is I'll see what else I have. So I have revenue, I have cost price, so I'll do the formula, that is profit equal to revenue minus cost price, and I'll get the answer, and by that I can create this visual. Are you guys understanding?
Yes, sir.
So if you are creating a rough visual, then only you will understand the need of writing DAX. There are a lot of institute, they don't teach how to create rough visual. They directly start building a report, and then during after that or before that they teach DAX. So people get confused why we are writing DAX, or what is the reason of doing DAX. We can achieve the same output by Power Query also. So why should we are doing it in DAX? And that's the reason people are not able to understand the use of DAX, and they hate DAX, and they don't ever try to learn DAX, right? But if you create rough visual first, and if you have an understanding of data properly, then you will understand, okay, this is the requirement and I'm not able to achieve this requirement, and now because I want to create the report, so I need to fulfill this requirement, and that's the reason I'm writing DAX. We don't have much time to elaborate this topic, but ठीक है, I'm just giving a थोड़ा बहुत overview. Next is let's write down DAX now. Okay, so first we should build a rough visual, but we don't have much time. It is hardly 1 hour is there, so I'll skip this rough visual ka step for now, and we'll start with DAX. DAX mein what should we create? What do you think? What do you guys think? What should we create?
Mostly profit oriented or revenue oriented, because it's a
this is
Calculated column, major.
sorry,
Calculated table.
first of all,
Total revenue or
to make
total
a
product?
calendar column.
very good, Devi Prasad. First of all, we should create a calendar table. I have taught everyone this. Before creating anything, you should always create a calendar table, because calendar is the core of your business, right? Dates, because your table will have dates. If you see your table, in my table I have order date, I have delivery date. I don't have one column date, I have 2 date columns, order date and delivery date. So now I should create a calendar table. If you have a calendar table, things become more easy and simple to visualize, because you need to create something with respect to year, you need to create some visual with respect to month, with respect to quarter, right? You don't have those data, so you should always create a calendar table. Let's do that. How to create calendar table? It is a part of DAX. So DAX is divided into 3 types: calculate table,
Calculated table,
column, and
calculated
measure.
column.
Well, let's see what is calculate table. So go to table tools, and here you have an option of new table. New table is called as calculate table. I'll click on calculate table, and this is what our calculate table is. You can see a new table got created over here. Can you see this?
Yes, sir.
And this formula bar is the place where you write the DAX code. DAX code is quite similar to Excel. So we can say 70% of Excel formulas are similar to DAX. So if you know Excel, you will have an advantage to learn DAX. If you don't know Excel, no problem. You can still learn DAX if you start from very scratch. But unfortunately, there are no such videos on YouTube or anywhere which will teach you. But let's stick to the topic. Let's go to calendar table and create it. So I'll name the table as calendar equals to, what is the formula of creating a calendar table? So we have 2 formulas to create a calendar table. One is calendar and second is calendar auto.
Yes, sir.
Which one to pick?
Calendar, sir.
Calendar, sir. If you go
Because
for
it's
calendar,
manually put,
so
sir.
Yeah, if you pick a calendar function, you need to write the starting date and ending date of the table. But if you choose calendar auto, no need of writing any date. In our table, we don't have birth date, so I can choose calendar auto. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So I'm writing calendar auto. I'm no need of writing anything inside calendar auto function. Just hit enter, and you can see Power BI will automatically create a date column to you. And you can see the date. The date is starting from, I'll change the data type. You can see when you select the column, you have a data type option over here. It is not date and time, I'll make it date. And from here you can change the format, what format you want. I usually like this format of this 1st of January 2015, but if you want short format or if you want some other format, you can select any one. Okay, so the date is starting from 1st of January, and let's see it is ending where. It is still 31st of December 21. Okay, so we have 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. We have 6 years of data. In e-commerce also we have 6 years of data. If you see, the business is starting from 2015 and it is still 2020. So calendar table is correct. We don't have incorrect result over here. So it's a correct calendar, it's a correct date column basically. So is it enough? What do you think?
No, sir.
No, sir.
What
We
else
have
we
to
should
make
create?
We'll enter sir year column.
add some columns
month column.
for month,
Then
year.
Correct, we should
What
create
we
create
four
some
columns.
different columns.
Let's create a year ka column. So I'll create a new column because I want to add a new column over here. So I'm creating a new column, and the function I'm using is year function because I want to create a year. Very simple. If you're aware of Excel, you will understand it. Excel ka formula jaise hai. I'll write year. That's it. It is asking
Then date, sir.
Write down the
Date.
date. No need of writing date. You will just pick this date ka column. So I'll write date
Select the column.
and select the column of this calendar date. This column. I'll select this. Calendar is a table name and date is a column name. So this table name is calendar and date is this column name. I'll pick this. I'm going little fast because we don't have much time. So we got a year ka column. Similarly, we are creating a month ka column. So you are new to Power BI. If you don't understand this DAX, no worry, you can skip the topic of DAX and still we can create the report. Okay, don't worry about it. So let's create a month ka column. So I'll create a new column and I'll write month equal to month, which is date and which is calendar date, and I'll name it as month number. So we'll get a number like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 stands for January, 2 stands for February, 3 stands for March, like this. But I'm not interested in number, I'm interested in text. So if you wanted to convert your number into text, what is the function?
Format.
Correct, format function. So I'll write month equal to format. Value is what? Value is this date. Because I want to convert my date into text. So value is date, comma. Now it is asking what is the format. My format is month, so I'll write M. So if you write 4 times M, you will get January full form. If you write 3 times N, you get short form.
Short form.
That
Like
is
Jan.
Jan, Feb, March, etc. etc. It is up to you what exactly you are looking for. I am happy with this short form, so I'll keep 3 M's. उसके अलावा let's keep the quarter. Quarter का function is quarter only, and date, calendar date. Choose this. You get the quarter. But I'm not interested in 1, 2, 3, 4. I want Q1, Q2, Q3. How to get Q1, Q2, Q3? What do you think?
So we can add Q in front of one.
If I add Q, you'll see the error. So we can't directly add the Q. We should do something else. What we should do?
Concat function, sir. We can use
Yeah, we
concat.
need to use the concatenate function. Correct. So what is the concatenate function over here?
Concat.
Okay.
Sir, it is work, sir. You can put, sir, you can put double column, double
Yeah, it will also.
Double
work,
comma. Double one, yes, sir.
Suppose I'll write a double quote and then I need to write
Then
instead
comma.
of writing the concatenate function. What I'll do is I'll write this double and, so single and basically.
The single answer, yes. Sir.
Single and लिख के भी it works the same. So you can see Q because it's a text. So you should write in double quote, and then and this and works as concatenate. So Q and quarter. So quarter is 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. etc. Are you guys understanding?
Yes.
Yes,
They
sir.
have year, month, quarter. Now let's say I want day. Day. Let's calculate day. So I'll directly use the format function. Value will be what? What do you think? What is the value?
Date column.
Date column. So calendar date is a column. Format. So what should be the format? DDD.
So
because the
DDD.
date.
DDD.
So we'll get Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, etc. etc. Okay. Perfect.
I think we need day number for sorting.
Yeah. No, day number is not required for sorting.
Week number.
Week number.
Week
Correct. But I
number,
don't want
week
to
number,
I
sir.
don't have this. I don't want this day वगैरह. I want weekday, weekend. Because it's an e-commerce company, I want to see what is the sale in weekdays, what is the sale in weekend. Okay, so how to calculate that?
Equal weekend.
I'll write week type equals to, what is the function? What do you think? ये function, ये सारे function, all the calendar function you should be rectify, because these functions you need to write in each and every report. Because in each and every report you need to write this, you need to create this calendar table. So always remember these 4-5 functions every single time. You need to create this.
Sir, if equal
Correct.
if
We'll write a if condition. If
day, sir, day is
correct,
equal
if
to
day, which
Sunday,
day? Not this, calendar day. If
Calendar
calendar,
day.
day is equal to what?
Sunday,
It is sun.
Sun.
We have a short form.
Or
Sun.
or day is equal to Saturday.
Correct. Or so or will be these two pipes,
No, sir. Eh,
and then again write calendar day, not directly. Calendar day
Calendar
is
day
equal to
is
Saturday.
equal
That
to
is SAT.
Saturday.
Sat.
Then just double quote, start double quote.
Result will be weekend,
Weekend,
weekend.
or else the result should be weekday.
weekday. Yes.
So calendar day is Sunday or Saturday, then it should be weekend, otherwise it should be weekday. That is the condition I am giving. There are a lot of different ways to derive this output, but I am writing this or condition. So you can see it is a Saturday, so it is weekend. It is Sunday, so it is weekend. It is Thursday, so it is a weekday. Perfect, we got the output. That's it, we'll not create something else. We are happy with this calendar table. Now let's,
Can we apply if error function in this place?
there is no need of if error. Yeah, if you want you can derive output like that also. Now let's see data modeling. Okay, because we have this two table, one is e-commerce and second is calendar table. So let's create relationship between these two tables. For that, what is the primary key in calendar table?
Date.
Or else which one is dimension
Date.
table and which one is fact table? What do you think?
Sir, always
Calendar
calendar
table
table
is,
is be a
prime-
dimension table.
Dimension
Always
table.
calendar table is a dimension table. And why e-commerce is a fact table? Can you tell me why it is a fact table?
Because it contains the two date columns like order date and delivery date, and that
No,
contains
because it
duplicate
have
date.
logical values. You can see we have unit price,
Logical value.
shipping fee, order quantity, selling price, right? All these columns are there, and we have a lot of foreign keys over here. That is order date and delivery date, and there are a lot of
Delivery
reasons for
date.
it. But we'll stick to one thing. That is, let's create the relationship, and we have two things: delivery date and order date. But by which column we should create the relationship?
Order date. Date to
Because
order
for
date.
companies, when the product got ordered, that is something which is important, right? Just like for example, let's take an example of me. I'm running this institute, BI Academy. So I have this course. I'm starting this Power BI course that is on 29th of, let's say January, 29th of January. I'm starting a Power BI group training. So for me, when you guys are enrolling for my course, that date is important, right? When the course is starting, that date is also important, but before that, when you are enrolling for my courses, that is important, because that date I'll keep in my record, right? Is bande ne is din enroll kiya tha. Okay, so that is what something matters to the company. So order date is something which is very important. So I'll go to order date, and from order date to date I'll create a relationship. So this is how we can create the relationship, and the relationship is which type?
Single way, sir.
There are 4 types of relationship: one to one, one to many, many
One
to
to
many,
many.
many to one, and this is
Many
one to
to
many.
One to many.
Dimension table
One
to
to
factor.
many.
It is primary key
So
to
we
foreign key.
also have a delivery date. if I try to create one more relationship with delivery date to date, what will happen?
One relationship should
Active relationship will work in at a time, sir, in Power BI.
inactive. Yeah.
Yeah, so one relationship will be active, second relationship will be inactive.
Second,
What do you mean by
inactive.
inactive?
वहाँ पे कुछ विजुअल बनाएंगे तो वो बनेगा नहीं
So
और
can you
कुछ
see this
एरर
dot
आएगा
dot
फिर
thing? This dot dot
Yes.
line means it is an inactive relationship, and this solid line is called active relationship.
Active relationship.
And when you have an inactive relationship, that relationship will be of no use because it will not work. Okay, so why? Because between two tables there is only one active relationship. If you wanted to know more about relationship, then I have created one LinkedIn post where I have talked about different types of relationship with one Bollywood example of Ranveer Singh and Deepika Padukone. So if you wanted to understand, you can understand from that example very easily. I will not repeat that example over here. Otherwise, कुछ लोग बुरा
Yes,
मान
sir.
जाएंगे. Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
let's come back to the topic. So yeah, we are into data modeling. We are done with data modeling. We write down the DAX. We are not creating rough visual. We are keeping this topic for now because we don't have much time. You hardly have 40 minutes. So let's go to the 8th step, that is building the report.
सर सर और एक ऑन डाइट्स लिख लेंगे कि सर वो एजिंग के हिसाब से वो कितना दिन में डिलीवरी हुआ है तो मुझे एक वो विजुअल चाहिए था जो मैं नहीं बना पा रहा हूँ कि वो डिलीवरी मतलब कब वो ऑर्डर हुआ और डिलीवरी कब हुआ तो उसका जो डिफरेंस आता है कि जैसे कि 0 to 2 या फिर 2 to 3 डेज में या 3 to 8 डेज में.
या विल डू दैट. रिपोर्ट बनाते वक्त वो करेंगे, ठीक है. अभी नहीं करेंगे क्योंकि
Okay, okay,
हमें पता ही नहीं है कि हमें बनाना क्या है. इसलिए रफ विजुअल इज इंपॉर्टेंट. व्हेन यू क्रिएट अ रफ विजुअल यू विल नो यू वांट टू क्रिएट दिस बट यू डोंट हैव डेटा फॉर इट, सो यू विल राइट दैट. बट बिकॉज़ वी आर स्किपिंग द टॉपिक ऑफ रफ विजुअल वी डोंट नो व्हाट टू क्रिएट. सो अभी थोड़ा थोड़ा आगे आगे विल क्रिएट समथिंग विथ योर गाइडेंस. आई विल नॉट यूज माय नॉलेज नाउ. मैंने जितना सिखाना था मैंने सिखा दिया. नाउ आई वांट यू टू टेल मी व्हाट टू क्रिएट. ठीक है. So let's go to step 8, that is building the report. Okay, let's build the report. How to build the report? What should we do first? What do you guys think?
Has to either create cards.
Create card or slicer.
We are skipping the topic of rough visual, Amar. So हम लोग वो कार्ड का पेज, स्लाइसर का पेज, we are not doing that because we don't have much time. We are directly building the report. So what is the first step to build the report?
Right,
So
that
first step to add measure columns for our KPIs and
Measure column कहाँ पे करेंगे? We don't have any rough visuals. So where should we add the measure and how to replace the visuals, right? Yeah, correct, Prashant. We need to create the KPIs. So we'll start with maybe slicer or maybe cards. Okay, let's start with slicers. So we'll create a slicer. So there are different ways of creating a report, but the way which I personally use is Z format. Okay, what do you mean by Z format? I'll try to show you what is Z format. If we can create, if we have some space. Okay, let's say over here. So let's say this is your report. Okay, so in this report, suppose if you wanted to read something, let's say कहाँ से start करें? Let's say if I ask you to read this, how you guys will read this? You will start from here, right? Left to right. You will read like this: assignment 1, add table. Then you will come here again, install, then add, then this, then next step again. If you want to read this box, then you will start like this: install Power BI and understand its functionalities like this, right? So usually we human read in Z format.
yes, sir, yes, sir. From left to right.
So we read from Z format, that is left to right. And again in the next step we again go to left. So we read like this. And that is called Z format. So that means we have a mentality of learning from left to right. So we should always create the important visuals. Suppose this is your page. So you should always create your important visuals at the top over here, and the least important visual you should create over here. Okay, so we'll be always following a way of creating a report, and that way is here I'll be giving the title at the top, title and page navigation button. यहाँ पर I'll be adding the most important visual, that is card. 4-5 cards. Here I'll be adding the slicers, because if you are having a habit of reading from notebook, at the left hand side we have a section of index where we write 1, 2, 3 question, answer, etc, etc. So just to keep with that same habit, we are adding the slicers or the filter at the left hand side, and this remaining part will be adding the visuals. And how many visuals we can add
Yes,
over
sir.
here? What do you think?
Maximum 6.
These are
Maximum
cards,
6.
These are slicers, and here I'll add visuals. So here I can add maximum 6 visual. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not more than that. Maximum 6. Minimum कितना भी रखो. Minimum 1 भी चलेगा, but maximum it should be 6. That's it. Unless and until you have special mention from your client. Okay, or else if you are creating a hidden filter, if you are creating the slicer as a hidden, then here you can add 2 more visuals. So you can go for 8. But if you are creating this layout, then you should stick to maximum 6 visuals. Okay, let's start with slicer. So these are the slicers. So I'll create a slicer. Which should be the first slicer? What do you think?
Date.
Here.
Correct, year. The first slicer should be year. We'll not be giving a date ka slicer because we have divided the date into year, month, day, etc, etc. Right? If you wanted a date slicer, then what is the use of dividing it? Because date can generate anything, year, month, etc, etc. So I'll be going for year. And I personally like the slicer. You can go to slicer setting, and I personally like
Drop down, sir. Drop down icon.
So I'll be choosing the drop down. It is up to you which one you want to choose. क्लास में हूँ मैं, बाद में कॉल करता हूँ. So we have this slicer. After slicer, we can create something else. Let's say month. I want to create month. So I'll create month. Add the slicer, and again we'll make it. You can, if you see, the month is starting from April, but month should start from January, right? Why it is starting from April?
There,
Sorting
Because
problem, sir.
the
We
normal
sort this.
sorting in Power BI is either ascending or descending. If you do from ascending, it will start from A. If you do from descending, it will start from S. That is what September is. So I don't want ascending, descending. I want custom sorting. Custom sorting मतलब क्या है? I want to sort my month with respect to month number. That is
Number.
January equal to 1, February equal to like this. So how to do that, guys? We'll go to table view.
Go to
Sorry,
table
we'll
view.
go to table view and we'll select the calendar. There we have this month. So we need to write a condition which says January equal to 1, February equal to 2, March equal to 3, and we need to sort this month column with respect to that new column.
Month number.
But if you see, month number also does the same thing. January equal to 1, February equal to 2, March equal to 3. So what I'll do is I'll sort my month column with respect to month number.
Sort by column month number.
Done with it. So if you go to
Yes,
report,
sir.
your visual got sorted properly. Jan, Feb, March, etc, etc. समझ में आ रहा है आप लोग को?
yes, sir.
So I'll create a slicer. I want to also create the design, but we don't have time. We hardly have 30 minutes, but I'll show you how to design the dashboard. First of all, you need to open the company's website for which you are climbing the report. Suppose I'm creating this report for e-commerce or for Amazon. So what I'll do is I'll search Amazon. That is my way of creating the design. So search for Amazon and try to understand the color theme of the Amazon dashboard.
White, yellow.
So they are more into this darkish black, and they are more into this yellowish color, right? I think they also have this no. So dark color is there. You can use the same background color, and you can use lot of yellowish color, yellow golden color in your dashboard. If we have if we are planning some other session, so उस time पे I'll try to show you one design also, but I don't have any time for doing it. So I'll directly come back to the topic, and here we'll not do the background designing. We'll be only doing a normal designing. So I'll go to this format option. So let's do one thing. Let's add the year properly. So इसमें border पे डाल देते हैं, and let's do the formatting to this. So slicer setting is correct. Let's go to general, and in general we have effects. You can turn the borders, and I want to give the border as rounded corner, so I'll give the rounded corner as 10. You can see it looks like this. As we are creating for Amazon, let's try to keep something yellowish color. So इसका color code लेते हैं. So there are lot of ways to know the color code of this Amazon. One way is you can I'll just show you one way. The easiest way I'll show you, because I'm sure maximum people are not from coding background. So I'll take the logo ka screenshot and I'll open the PPT and I'll paste this into my PPT. And then create a small box or shape, anything. Let's say this is the box I have created. So now I'll go to color of shape fill of the box and I'll choose the eyedrop and choose the color of this. You can see it is this color. Now go to the color code. You go to more fill colors and you can pick the color code from here. Okay, and this is the color code of this. Okay, now let's create one more shape. And let's take the color of the background. Eyedrop, click on this. Now go to more fill color and let's take the background. So what I'll do is I'll directly add the background color. So I'll go to Power BI and you have this thing. Don't select anything. Go to this format report, go to canvas background, and instead of image, go to color. I'll choose the color of this. But you can see it is white because the transparency is 100%. I'll make it 0%. And now we got the Amazon का color. ठीक है. So now I want to give the color to this. इस पे क्या करेंगे अभी हम लोग? We'll go to format. I'll go to general. I'll go to effects. I'll turn off the background. Okay. Now we'll go to visual. I'll go to slicer header. I'll give the header as white. And let's increase the size of the header. Let's say it is 14, which is readable, and I'll name it as this only. Let's go to border. Border तो नहीं है यहाँ पर. Slicer header हो गया. Now go to values and we'll give the value as white and let's make it 14 and let's save the same font, which is done. But now this white box is coming. What should we do?
We should go to the
So if
Go
you
to
go
the background
values,
down.
You will see the background. Go to
background.
background and give the same color which is of background. There is no hidden ka thing. So I'll give the same color. Now it will appear like it is transparent.
Yeah.
Now I want to give the border of the entire thing. Go to format, go to general, effects, and here I'll give the borders and I'll give the color as वो yellow वाला जो भी था. So select the color code, which is this color code. Go to more fill color, pick the color code, which is this, and let's give the color. Okay, but I want a darker thing. Give a shadow also. ये काफ़ी लाइट है कलर और शैडो तो दिख नहीं रहा है. Let's try to do something else. General, we'll go to effects. I'll go to shadow and I'll keep the shadow of same color.
Okay.
Let's see what happens. नहीं अच्छा नहीं लग रहा, right?
Yes, sir. We can increase border width.
That is what I'm looking. How to increase the border? Let's see. Let's remove the shoulder.
Visual border. Then
No, we have a rounded corner option. There is no option of increasing the border. वैल्यूज का बॉर्डर है okay, let's keep like this for now, then we'll change it. Control C, Control V. I'm duplicating this because I don't want it to give the formatting again, and instead of month, I'll using a month. Instead of year, I'm choosing a month, which is January, February. After again Control C, Control V, and now what should I put? Let's say week type.
Quarter sir.
Quarter नहीं चलेगा, रहने दो, week type रखते हैं. Again Control C, Control V. What else we can put now? Let's create something for e-commerce.
customer ID.
कस्टमर आईडी है, और क्या क्या है. सबसे पहले मेरे को जो इम्पोर्टेंट लग रहा है, I'll keep that. So I think rating is something which is very very important. So I'll keep the rating, and I'll keep the rating at the bottom. So we have two more things.
Gender.
Category, subcategory रख सकते हैं. Pick the most important one. Gender is good, but gender is not that important. Category is important, subcategory is important, or else you can take the location as well. Reason is also there. We have a lot of things. Pick the most important one which you feel good. Okay, so we have year, month, quarter वगैरह वगैरह. अभी इसको formatting करते हैं. Let's select everyone. Go to format, align, distribute vertically. That's it. Everything is arranged properly now. Now what should we do next?
Create card.
We'll go for
We'll create a
card.
cards now. So select the card. Select this. अभी कार्ड के अंदर हम लोग सबसे पहले पुट करते हैं. Let's say we have we need to create measures for that, right? Let's create a measure
Yes,
for
sir.
that. So always create a measure in a new folder. So I'm writing this enter data, which will create a new folder type of such stuff. That is a new table which will act like a folder for my measure. All measures I'll rename it. Okay, alignment कैसे करना है? I'll show you for the other visuals. Select like this, all the visuals. Go to format, go to align, and click on distribute vertically. So it will get aligned properly. So now let's create a measure. किस चीज़ का measure create करें? Let's create a measure for cost price, selling price, and profit. ठीक है? So I'll write a new measure. What is the formula for cost price?
Yes,
Hello.
some
Are you there?
of
Sir, quantity into unit price.
क्वांटिटी नहीं आ रहा है. क्वांटिटी अगर मैं कर रहा हूँ तो व्हाट शुड आई डू?
order quantity.
सब भूल गए आप लोग. मेरा नाम खराब करने वाले हो आप लोग. ऑर्डर क्वांटिटी कुछ भी नहीं आ रहा है. आई एम राइटिंग अ मेजर. आई एम नॉट राइटिंग अ कैलकुलेट कॉलम. इफ आई राइट अ कैलकुलेट कॉलम, थिंग्स विल डायरेक्टली कम. But for measure, columns will not directly come. I need to write a function before that. What are the functions?
Aggregate
we should
functions.
Yes, sir. Some
Which function?
Sum of
aggregate.
Yes, we should
Sum,
go for
sum.
aggregate or iterative function, right? But aggregate function is only used for one column. But here we want two columns. One is order quantity. Second one is unit price. So which function we should go for?
Iterative function.
Iterative.
Sum
What
X.
is the iterative function?
Sum
Sum
X.
X.
Sum X.
We'll go for sum
You
X.
can add
Now it is asking table name. What is the table name?
table name is our
Table name is e-commerce, na?
e-commerce.
E-commerce. Now comma. What is the expression? Expression is quantity, which is this,
Cost price.
multiply by
Order quantity.
unit price, I guess.
Unit price.
Hit enter
Unit.
and you get the total cost. Now I want to calculate revenue. So what is the formula of revenue?
sum of total cost.
Sum of total profit.
हाँ से sum of total cost नहीं, sum of selling price.
Yes, sir.
selling price.
Equal to sum x, sir.
धंधा
Sum
कितना
x.
हुआ? आम भाषा में धंधा कितना हुआ? धंधा is selling price. That is what the
Yes, sir.
धंधा is.
Yes, sir.
Sorry
Sum
for
x, sir.
the
Equal to
thing, but yeah, that is what it is. Some e-commerce.
e-commerce, the table name, then
Or no, it is not revenue. It is selling price.
selling price, right?
रेवेन्यू के लिए
Right.
हमें शिपिंग फीस को माइनस करना पड़ेगा, डिस्काउंट को माइनस करना पड़ेगा. आई जस्ट रिमेंबर नाउ वी हैव आई जस्ट सॉ सेलिंग प्राइस, सॉरी शिपिंग फीस. सो विल डू दैट. टोटल सेलिंग इज इक्वल टू ई-कॉमर्स
Quantity into unit selling price.
क्वांटिटी मल्टीप्लाई बाय,
Unit selling price.
इट इज नॉट यूनिट, इट इज सेलिंग प्राइस और सेल प्राइस. या नेम आर्ट गड़बड़ है, कोई बात नहीं. And just now I got to know that we have a shipping fee also. Let's see what else we have. Shipping fee. We have a shipping fee, and that's it. We don't have any discount, so at least we can subtract shipping fee with selling price. So let's create one more measure of total revenue. If you don't have shipping fees, then you can directly say selling price is your revenue. But here I'll do total selling price minus your shipping fee. But shipping fee is not coming. What should I do?
So, calculate from
Sum x. Then we have this क्या selling price है minus shipping fee. Are you guys understanding? So here I'll take total revenue, which is 134 million. Let's format this थोड़ा अच्छे से. First let's go to general. We'll go to effects. I don't want border. Sorry, I don't want background, but yes, I want border. And the border I want is this golden color का thing. उसके अलावा we'll go to visuals. We want value should be in white, and the text I want is not so big, so I'll make it 30. Yes, I want labels, and label I'll make it golden का color, and I'll make it 14. और इसको करते हैं same, that is din, and ये भी din है, so it will look like this. Okay, let's give the rounded background. It does not look good. So go to general, effects, visual border, and let's give a rounded corner of 10. Are you guys understanding?
yes, sir.
I'm just keeping the same size. इसी को मैं डुप्लीकेट करता हूँ. So put your last visual and first visual where you want to put. ठीक है, फिर सबको सिलेक्ट करो and go to format.
Then distribute horizontally कर देंगे sir.
Distribute horizontally. If you want, you can also pick the slicer because it is of same size. This one नीचे का नहीं pick करना, ऊपर का ही pick करो. Go to format, align, distribute horizontally. I'll go again and I'll make it align middle. Perfect. So now let's change the things. After revenue, I want total profit. So what is the formula for profit?
Selling price minus cost price.
Selling price.
Total revenue. We'll write total revenue.
Total revenue minus total cost
Revenue
price.
minus total cost price.
Or else if you want, what you can do is you can't no need of writing, you no need of dividing, sorry, no need of subtracting shipping fee from revenue. You can subtract the shipping fee from profit also. Okay, that is also people do. So it is up to you which one you want to choose. I'll remove the profit. I'll add the profit. Yeah. So revenue is this much, profit is this much. Let's add something else. Let's add number of orders. What is the formula of orders?
Count of order ID.
Total orders equal to count या distinct count?
Count. Distinct count
Distinct
होगा.
count.
Distinct
वरना
count.
duplicate data आ जाएगा. Distinct count no blank because I don't want blank as well. Order number or order ID or order date. You can take any one. Order date or order ID. I'll take order ID. Order ID is anyways primary key, so there is no need of taking distinct count for it. After total orders, what else we can take?
Total product.
Total products, ठीक है. Total customer लेते हैं उससे पहले. And I'm only creating one page, right? So I'm adding everything over here, but I want you guys to create 3 pages. One for order, second one will be for product, and third page will be for overview page. So first will be overview page, second will be order page or revenue page or sales page, third page will be product page. So you need to create these 3 pages. Can you guys do this? ये homework है आप लोगों
Yes
का.
sir. Yes sir.
So let's add distinct count, no blank, of customers. Total customer is also same. So same customers, same orders. How is it possible?
Sir, you write distinct count orders. I think orders is not distinct count because sir.
Yeah, order ID should be distinct count.
Order ID should be distinct count.
Yeah. Maybe that's the.
ये क्या है कि
sir,
ये dummy data है, so don't
we
worry
can-
about it. Dummy data है इसलिए every customer is purchasing one order, but in reality, one customer must be purchasing multiple products, right? Multiple orders. So the count of
Yes,
customers
sir.
will always be less than the number of orders. So no worries. Let's create something else now. What should we create? We can create, let's say, average rating.
Total
This is very
product.
important. Very important rating. What is your rating? First page में rating डालना बहुत important है. Let's create average rating.
Yes sir.
What is the formula for average rating? I'll write the average
Average,
formula.
Average,
Average, then rating, sir.
That's it.
Generating column.
I'll write R in capital. It is 2.73. Which you want, you can round out the thing and make it 3 also, but I'll keep 2.73 only. And I don't like total customers, so total customer की जगह पे कुछ और लेते हैं. Let's take total products. So there is 44 products. Are you guys understanding this?
Yes sir.
एक बार orders को हम लोग none करके देखते हैं what happens.
Sir, we'll go for total products sold. Means count of total products, which might be so like
ठीक है.
total product.
Total
Yes,
products
sir.
sold.
Distinct count is the unique product, sir. Like.
Sorry, what you're saying?
Yeah, okay. Use count function for this.
In total product, sir.
Not distinct count.
Total product में sir, sir.
Total
In
product
total product
duplicate
में.
भी आएगा ना मेरे भाई. If I do total products only count, so there will be duplicate value. So that's why I take distinct count no blank, because I want to know the exact number
नहीं
of
सर,
products.
सर मैं बोल रहा था कि कितना प्रोडक्ट सोल्ड हुआ है, मीन्स वो दिखाना है, तो उसके लिए हमको काउंट यूज करना पड़ेगा ना.
हाँ सर, डिस्टिंक्ट काउंट करेंगे तो सिर्फ यूनिक कॉलम यूनिक प्रोडक्ट्स ही आएगा ना. तो वो
Products sold
लेकिन
doesn't
एक प्रोडक्ट
because I have
तो
total orders. Total orders does the
Sir.
same purpose.
ये सर है.
How many
नहीं,
products
कोई
sold?
कोई ऑर्डर आईडी में सपोज 2-3 ऑर्डर रहेगा, एक ऑर्डर आईडी में 2-3 प्रोडक्ट रहेगा, तभी तो हम टोटल
तब कर सकते हैं.
टोटल ऑर्डर.
Because of this dummy data, there is no way of doing this. But अगर आपके पास ऐसा रहता है, for that case, if you want, you can do that. I'm
ओके.
giving a title now. and the title I'm giving is Amazon dashboard. I'll make it din. Try to keep the same font. I'll make it maybe 20 size iska, and I'll write Amazon dashboard. I'll make it 28. ठीक है, 28 से ज़्यादा है 32. Yeah, 32 is also visible, and I'll keep it as it is, or maybe I'll keep it over here, and I'll go to effects. I'll turn the background off, and then I'll go to this and I'll make it golden color, and that's it. It looks nice. यहाँ पे हमारा लोगो आ जाएगा. So I'll go to insert image, but I need to pick the image first. I don't have Amazon का image, so I'll go to Google and I'll go for Amazon logo PNG images, and let's look for the logo. Or the best place to take the logo is Icons 8. I hope you guys are aware of this website, Icons 8. So here you will find a lot of logos and a lot of small images. So full form में नहीं है, A में ही है. I'm not sure this is a PNG or not. Let's save it. But it is like quite big. I need to crop it. So let's take something small here. Let's take this. Same images.
It's not a PNG.
Go to images. We are into downloads. Okay, it is not transparent. So that's the reason I don't like taking images from Google. Go here in Icons 8 and it will be transparent. Let's take this one, or maybe like let's say this one. Okay, so once you take this, click on download button. So these are the free versions. We have a lot of free versions available. I'll take the biggest pixel and I'll download it. Now let's pick that thing, image. कहाँ पे download हुआ यार? I didn't saw the download.
और वो zip फाइल आ गया.
अच्छा, zip फाइल है क्या?
सर मैं चार्ट में एक लिंक शेयर किया हूँ, उसमें पीएनजी सारा लोगो से.
Okay, that's great. So I'm unzipping this file, and now here I have logo. Okay, so 480 वाला is the biggest logo, 48 वाला छोटा logo है. So let's take the 480 वाला logo. So we'll go to this folder. We have this. Perfect. So this is the logo and this is the dashboard which we have created. If you want, you can move it to the right, sorry, to the left, like this, or else you can keep like this, whatever you feel good. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's create the visuals now. How to create what are the visuals we should create? What do you think?
Yeah.
First year-wise revenue and year-wise total product sale.
Yes, the most important visual is year-wise profit or year-wise revenue. So I don't know which visual to create. So what I usually teach you guys is always
First is sir, take a table.
So I'll go for table now. I'll create a table, and now you put the visuals, the things which you wanted to put. I'll add a year, and along with year, I don't want year. Yes, year. Along with year, I want to see the revenue. So I'll go for total revenue. So here I have year-wise revenue. So now you can decide which visual you should create for this table.
Line chart.
Very good, guys. Create a line chart, and oh, this is a line chart. So अचानक से बढ़ोतरी हुई है business में in the year of 2020. Okay, nice. Let's format it. So I'll just use the format painter. Go to home, click format painter and click on this. I'll increase the size for now. Go to format. The thing which I don't like is, first of all, let's add the x-axis ka value. It should be white. It should be same font, din, and let's make it 12. ठीक है, continuous है और दूसरा है categorical. So categorical करोगे तो it will be in random order. So always put continuous. So it will be in continuous order. Then I have a title. I don't want to add the title, so I'll remove the title. After
Sir,
x-axis,
actually,
I
your
want to
display
put
units
y-axis. Yes.
डिस्प्ले यूनिट्स भी चेंज करना पड़ेगा. 2016 के बाद 2018 दिखा रहा है ना,
वो
तो
करते हैं कुछ.
2017
Let's wait. Then this is also done. Now I don't want title over here as well, so I remove this. Now I have the grid lines. I'll remove the grid lines also. I don't like grid lines. Then we'll go to line and we'll make a color of line as the golden color or the yellowish or
Then-
orangish, whatever the color is.
But then we add pointers.
After giving the color, always give the markers. After giving the markers, you should go for data labels.
The data label.
And what I'll do is position, I'll make it above. And that's it. What else we can put? If you don't want y-axis, remove the y-axis also. So now you can see everything properly. Because data label is already there, so that's the reason I have removed the y-axis. I also want a forecast, so we'll go to analytics and we'll turn the forecast on. By default it shows for 10. Alright, so what I'll do is I'll just want 1, so I'll make it 1. Apply, and it is not visible, so I'll go to forecast line. I'll make it golden only, or whatever the color you like. So for 2021 the business will be this. This is what the forecast is. I also am interested in trend line. I want to see the trend of the business. So let's say the trend line is also same. So trend line is showing like this. If I make a focus mode, we'll see something like this. So instead of focus mode, let's increase the size. It is very less, and it is a huge difference in 2019 and 2020. That's why we are not able to see the proper difference. But it's a dummy data, so no problem for that. Any doubt in this?
No, sir.
Let's
No,
add the
sir.
title. We have a title. Let's make it white. Total revenue by year. Perfect. So done with this. Now what should I add?
Month.
Okay, let's make this drill through or drill down. Sorry, drill down.
Drill-
So after
drill
year we
down.
can add month, or else we can add quarter. After quarter I can add month. After month I can add week type. So it becomes a drill down now. So you can go to drill up and see like this. And if you click on drill down, you will see quarter, you will see month, and you will see weekday, weekend. Again you can go drill up. So this is a type of filter. And now I will go to the title and I'll change the title and I'll make it total revenue by date. Okay, any doubt in this? आगे बढ़े.
Yes, sir.
What else we should create?
category wise sales.
Top 5 customer by bar chart.
Top 5 customer भी बना सकते हैं. Top 5 product बनाते हैं.
Top
ठीक है.
5 product.
So we'll go to products.
नहीं तो top 5 category भी बना सकते हैं.
Category तो हमारे पास वैसे भी 5 ही है. So does not
तो
make
हमने
sense.
product category 40.
Product category है ना ये.
हाँ.
So let's make. We have products. We have lot of products, and along with product, okay, we have a huge product का thing. So instead of product, let's take subcategory. So we have a lot of subcategories. and let's add total revenue to it. And what should I create? Let's create a bar chart, and let's use the same format painter for it. Okay, go to bars and make this golden. Okay, and I'll go to data labels, and I'll do position as inside end, so it will be visible. And let's go to values and increase its size. First of all, let's make it din. Now we'll go to y-axis and let's make it bigger. You can see I'm increasing the size, but it is not changing. Why?
Responsive.
Because there is a responsive error. So we'll go to general, we'll go to properties, we'll go to advanced option, and there I'll turn the responsiveness off. Once you turn this off, now it will not show any error. So I'll go to y-axis and I can make it 2L, but I can't read this. How to make it readable? Increase the maximum to width to maximum,
Width maximum is
so it is
50.
readable now. We'll go to bars and इसको हम लोग 26 की जगह पे we'll make it 10, so it will be visible over there. Or let's make it 12. And I'm not interested in M, so what I'll do is I'll make it as unit as none, so it will be exact figure. If you want, you can see the exact figure. Okay, but I want top 5. How to calculate top 5?
We have to filter.
Top N, sir. Go to format,
Go to
filter, then
filter
Go
that.
to subcategory,
Select
go
top
to
N.
top N, and here I'll make it 5 or make it 3, and let's say total revenue by total revenue. So we have top 3 subcategories by revenue. If you wanted more, you can make it 5. Top 5 revenue by subcategory. Now let's go to title and change the title, and you can make it as top 5
Top.
subcategories
By
by
revenue.
revenue. So total revenue by date, top 5 subcategories by revenue, and we got the result. Anything else?
No, sir.
What else we can create?
It's fine. We
Let's
can go
create
for.
सर वो एजिंग
एक मैप बना.
सर वो एजिंग वाला कर
क्या बोल रहे हो?
वो एजिंग वाला क्लियर कर देते
Aging वाले करते हैं. पहले एक मैप बना लेते हैं. So let's have this. This is a map. Let's see whether we can create a map. I'm not sure whether we can create a map because there is no country. It is random location. But देखते हैं.
Location sort.
So you can't see the location, right? So that's why I don't think so it will be created. Acha, location should be in location. Yeah, we can see Upper East. So it is doing anything random order, Great Accra and all the stuff, which is not. So let's add the plus icon to over here. We'll go to map setting and I'll make it a little bit darker by Arial color. Okay, then I'll go to the title, then I'll go to the what do you say, bubbles, and I increase the size of the bubbles, colors, now let's go to general, remove the title, and now I'm interested in, I don't want the background also, effects, remove the background, then I'll add the border. The border I want is this. We'll also go to map setting and controls, and I'll add the zoom buttons so that we can zoom it. This is what the map is. I'll increase the size. Okay, map is done. अभी क्या बोल रहे हो आप? Gender wise क्या था?
एजिंग सर
Aging by what? I didn't understand your question.
मतलब वो जो डिलीवरी का डिलीवर का सर जो ड्यूरेशन रहता है ना सर,
Okay, okay.
Delivery date and order date.
Duration, order date minus delivery date.
यस सर,
Duration of days, ऐसा कुछ. Okay, let's create that. So for that you need to write a new column, calculate column, and I'll do delivery date minus order date. But we can't subtract two dates by normal minus sign. So what I'll do is I'll write the
Date
function.
difference. Date difference.
Yes, correct. Date difference. Date difference. Date one is what? Let's say date one is order date.
Order date, sir. Order date, then
Date
date
two
to
is
delivery
let's say
date.
delivery date.
And interval is date, sir.
And interval is what do you want? You want to see day wise, hour wise, minute wise? I want to
Day
see
wise, sir.
wise.
Day wise.
And we will see the result which says 6 days, 5 days, for 15 days, etc. etc. Now let's create a chart which says product wise something deliver ऐसा कुछ कौन सा प्रोडक्ट कभी डिलीवर हुआ.
हाँ सर ऐसा कुछ कर सकते हैं जैसे कि 0 to 3 days में कितना डिलीवर हुआ, मतलब किस डेज से शुरू हुआ और 0 to 3 days के अंदर कितना डिलीवर हुआ.
Yeah, we can do that, but it will take time. उसके लिए हमें ग्रुप करना पड़ेगा. So let's say how to create a group. I'll show you. So go to delivery days, click on this, and click on beans, and click on new groups. And from here you can create a group. Click on list, and you have a list, and add the list. Like you can add, let's say within 5 days कितना deliver हुआ. So select 5 and make a group of it, and you can say 0 to 5 days. Let's make the other group 6 to 10 days. Okay, click on group 6 to 10 days. Then let's create from 11 to 20, more than 10 days का एक ग्रुप बनाएंगे. 10 plus days का ग्रुप. So now we have 3 groups now. So I'll create okay. अच्छा इसका नाम मैंने चेंज नहीं किया. Let's change the name. इसका नाम चेंज करते हैं. Let's make it delivery group.
Group wise delivery group. ऐसे कुछ और भी.
ठीक है, whatever you want. You can give the title like that. और इसको मैं delivery groups में. And now what we can put is products. What should we put? Product. Count of product. And you can see 10 days में इतना product deliver हुआ, 0 days में इतना, and 6 to 10 days में इतना. But never
सर वो
like this.
इसमें डेट भी ऐड कर सकते हैं क्या, मतलब डिलीवरी डेट कितना था और कब वो डिलीवरी हुआ, मतलब शुरू कब हुआ खत्म कब हुआ.
Okay, वो नहीं आ पाएगा, वो नहीं दिख पाएगा.
फिर वो ग्रुप कहाँ से ऐड किया एक बार फिर से दिखाएं.
डिलीवरी डेज के ऊपर क्लिक करो. क्लिक ऑन दिस
हाँ.
मोर ऑप्शन एंड क्लिक ऑन दिस
Okay.
न्यू ग्रुप. न्यू ग्रुप.
Okay.
Then go to bin and change the bin to list. और फिर यहाँ से एक चूज करके
Okay.
यहाँ पे डालो.
Okay sir.
ठीक है, I'll just do delivery groups by total products. So total products के लिए भी एक measure बना लेता हूँ मैं. Like बनाया already मैंने guess. Okay, we have already created total
हाँ, sir.
products का measure.
Good.
So let's add the total products. So 9, 19, 19 क्यों दिखा रहा है? So because it is distinct count. So I don't want distinct count. I want normal count. So normal count के लिए I'll directly take this products. So it is 2020, 2100 something like that. I'll give the title. The title I will give it as group wise delivery. What else we can create, guys?
You can create that category wise something pie chart and all.
Okay, let's create a pie chart. So we'll create product category and product category wise product. वो भी डाल सकते हैं. How many products we have, or let's say distinct count. So for that I have a measure which is total products. So categorize product, and I'll create a donut chart or pie chart. Okay, so I don't want this as legends. I'll go to detail label and I'll turn detail label as all detail labels. And yeah, that's it. In values I don't want decimal digit, so I'll make it 0. Here also I'll make it 0. उसके अलावा now let's give the colors to the slices. So I'll make it this as golden. I'll make this as more fill color.
सर एक डाउट है मेरा.
हाँ बोलिए सर.
अगर एक टेबल है जिसमें हम कुछ विजुअल क्रिएट किए हैं, जैसे कुछ भी हो, और अगर हम उसका हेडर छोड़ के और बाकी का डेटा चेंज करें तो क्या सर एरर हो जाएगा या फिर उस हिसाब से वो सेट हो जाएगा?
जस्ट मिनट, मेरे को नहीं समझा क्वेश्चन. एक मिनट.
You can make it white.
दिस इज द कलर आई एम एडिंग, और इसका रोटेट करते हैं so that it will be visible. Yeah, correct. Now it is 47%, 37%, 16%, and this is how we can create our one page. So इसको मैं align कर देता हूँ. We'll go to format, align, distribute horizontally, and it got aligned properly. यहाँ पे you can create the page navigation button, but unfortunately we only have one page, so there is no need of doing it. But if you want, you can create it. Yeah, you were asking something, Aniket?
यस सर. हाँ सर, जैसे कि हम एक कंपैरिजन मतलब कुछ बना रहे थे कि जैसे कि हम नॉर्मल ले लेके कोई बिलिंग डाटा बना रहे हैं, कंपैरिजन कर रहे हैं कि लास्ट मंथ का हमारा कितना हुआ था और अभी तक कितना हुआ है. तो करंट मंथ का हम बिलिंग डाटा लास्ट मंथ से कंपेयर करते हैं और फिर उसका डाटा निकालते हैं. तो दो फाइल रहता है जिसमें कि हम पहले तो रिलेशन बनाएंगे दोनों में, फिर एक का डाटा हमेशा चेंज होता रहेगा क्योंकि पर डे का बिलिंग बदलता रहता है हमेशा, और जो प्रीवियस मंथ का रहता है वो सेम रहता है. तो हम दोनों में जो कंपेयर करते हैं तो ये जो चेंज होता रहता है वहां पे हम नया डाटा अपलोड करते रहते हैं सर. तो जो हेडर छोड़ के और बाकी का डाटा अगर चेंज करेंगे तो विजुअल में एरर आ जाएगा या फिर वो उसी हिसाब से चेंज हो जाएगा?
नहीं, वो चेंज हो जाएगा. Okay, so we are done with this.